How y'all doing? It's Rob Bonham, my character Preacher Man R&B, and this is another episode of Retro TV 91. It's coming to another movie reviews, and here in the next couple of months is pretty much going to be all fighting movies I'll review on Saturdays. So I'm going to call this Fight Months because I don't know how many months it's going to be. But y'all just be ready for that. What I'm reviewing, the movie I'm reviewing today is the first Rocky movie. And what happens is it's about Rocky Balboa, and he's this undercard fighter. And it starts off with him in a fight with this other undercard fighter, and he winds up winning the fight. Well, he goes to his gym and finds out that his life has been taken over by another fighter. And he asks the trainer, Mick says, "You're a bum, you fight bums, and I ain't got time for you no more." Well, does Rocky admit?
No, Apollo Creed, the champion, is looking for a fighter, and he can't get nobody that wants to fight him. So he gets this idea to look at all these undercard fighters, and he picks Rocky, the Italian Stallion, and that's the reason he picked him, is because of his boxing. And they make this fight for the New Year, and Rocky gets the news, and at first he thinks it's for a sparring opportunity to spar with Apollo Creed, and he goes and he talks to the promoter or whatever, and the promoter says it's a shot from the fight. And at first he didn't want to take it, but then he decides to, and after he takes the opportunity, Mick comes around again and wants to help Rocky because he doesn't want Rocky to be lowballed like Mick was when he was a fighter. And at first Rocky didn't want to have nothing to do with it because the last 10 years Mick hasn't wanted to help him. The reason this is because Mick knows Rocky's a good fighter, and he's disappointed Rocky throwing it all away and just being somebody's bill collector, and he's been all these undercard fights and not fighting nobody good. And Mick was upset about that, and then Rocky and Mick decide to train with each other, so Rocky starts training. And he's then started dating Adrian at this point. He meets Adrian in the pet store, and then they start dating. At first she didn't want to date, but then they start dating, and they start dating throughout this whole movie. And Adrian's brother, Paulie, wants Rocky to help him out and let him help him train or whatever, and help him get this other job that Rocky has. And Rocky doesn't want to help him because he doesn't want all the mooching off of him or whatever. And what happens is Rocky starts training, he starts getting stronger or whatever, and he's ready for the fight. The fight happens, and the night before the fight, Rocky goes to the arena, and they got his poster on. He's in the fight. He's wearing white trunks with a red stripe, but on the poster they got red trunks with a white stripe. Tries to tell the promoter this, and the promoter says it doesn't really matter. And then Rocky starts realizing that they're expecting Rocky to lose, and all Rocky wants to do is to last the whole fight. He doesn't want to get knocked out. He wants to fight throughout the whole fight. And the fight happens. In the first round, Apollo's just playing around with Rocky, and then Rocky sticks Apollo and puts him on his butt. And then Apollo starts getting serious, and then it moves on, and it goes to all 15 rounds. And Rocky and Apollo are fighting their hearts out, and Rocky doesn't get knocked out, and it comes to the decision. And it's a split decision, and while they're doing the decision, all Rocky's worried about is Adrian. He's calling for Adrian. Adrian comes and starts hugging Rocky, and this is when we find out that Apollo Creed won this match. And that's all that happened in this movie. If y'all ever watched Rocky, what did y'all like about it? As always, Preacher Man R&B signing out, guys. It's awesome. It's been an episode of Retro TV 91. See you next time.